Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Favor and I'm so glad to have you here today. Okay, so just go ahead and click on that subscribe button and the notification bell right by the side. Okay, but if you're returning subscriber, thank you very much. Okay, you're the reason why I put more effort in making amazing videos. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Do well to like this video, okay, and share the link. Okay, it might be of help to someone, all right, someone on your contact list. Okay, so today I'll just be talking briefly about common questions that people ask about sexually transmitted infections. Okay, and I'm going to clear some misconceptions that we have. Okay, after my last video about when to get tested for STIs, a few of my friends actually asked me some questions. Okay, and I clarified their doubts, and I just wanted to talk about it. It might be of help to other people. Okay, so STIs, like sexually transmitted infections, they are so common, more common than you can think. All right, or even though we are not taught in schools and all of that, but they are so common, and most of them are asymptomatic. Okay, some of them can even hide for months, even for years. You won't even know that you have them because you are not exhibiting any symptoms, and they can go ahead to cause serious issues or complications for you before you even discover. Okay, like in my previous video, I explained when you should get tested for STI. Okay, at least once every year if you're sexually active. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead to just answer a few questions. You see people ask questions like, uh, can I get STI by using a public toilet? Can I get STI even if I'm with only a single partner and stuff like that? So today I'm simply going to answer a few of the questions, right? So the first question will be, um, should I still go for STI test even if I'm in a monogamous relationship? Like I have only one partner, should I still go for the test? And the answer is yes. A close friend of mine asked me this question after my last video, and I told him yes. Okay, only you and God know what you are capable of. Okay, even though you trust your partner, at least once every year you guys should run that test, do the STI test, because actually it's not only through sexual intercourse that you can get some of them. Okay, like HIV now, you can get it through piercing, maybe tattooing, or maybe even a simple haircut with an unsterilized equipment. Even some people in even some women maybe in fake clinics where they have childbirth and the instrument used and not well sterilized. So you're not just doing it because you distrust your partner. It's just like it's a responsible thing to do. Okay, even if you have only one partner, I know you trust him or I know you trust her, but medically it's advisable that you do the test at least once a year. Okay, no matter how much you trust yourself, once in a year. All right, mistakes are bound to happen. Okay, don't take the risk, just do it once every year. I know I keep repeating myself but it's all right, just once a year. The next question is, does the contraceptive pill protect me against STI? Okay, some people are on contraceptives, so I don't know what gave them that mentality that when they're on contraceptive, maybe as it's protecting them from pregnancy, it also protects them from STI. No, it doesn't. It doesn't protect you from STI. It can only prevent pregnancy. It will not prevent the STIs. Okay, if you don't want to get STIs, it's better you practice self sex by using protection. Okay, um can can I get STI from oral sex? Yes. You can get STIs from oral sex, giving head, giving blowjob, any you can get STIs from that. Okay, so it's always advisable to use use a condom while doing this. Okay, if you want to give a blowjob, use a condom. Put on the condom on the dick before you suck, before you do anything you're doing. Is also advisable, right? And even for the male that are giving head to the female, So you're also advised to, carefully cut out the condom to, to have the shape. Even if it's not exactly the shape, you can just cut it open and cover the vulva while you give your head, okay? Because you can still get it through oral sex, especially if you have sores or any cuts or on your mouth or something, you can still contact STI. Okay, so also use protection when having oral sex. Okay. Another question is can I get HIV from mosquito bites? No, that's obsolete. HIV cannot be transmitted through an insect bite. You can't get it through mosquito bites. Okay. The next question is, can I prevent STI if I wash my genitals immediately after sex? No, 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 no. It doesn't prevent you from getting STI, even if you won't wash it with soap and whatever. The best way to prevent it is safe sex. Use protection, use a condom, right? Okay. But if you're a Christian girl like me, abstinence is still the best answer. So the next question, how can I tell if I have STI? Okay, maybe you've had some symptoms and you're scared, you don't know whether it's just an infection or UTI or STI. The best way to know if you have STI is by getting tested, okay? Go and see your medical doctor, run an STI test, get tested. That's the only way to know if you really have STIs. Can all STIs be cured by antibiotics? Not really. No, not all of them. Okay. Some of the infections, like chlamydia, gonorrhea, when caught early, they can be treated with antibiotics and all of that successfully. But STIs like herpes, like HIV, most of them cannot be treated by antibiotics or even antiviral drugs. Okay, when we give antiviral drugs for herpes, we just use it to shorten the outbreak or the course of the episode. Okay, and when we give retroviral drugs for HIV, we want to give them to reduce the viral load in the blood. Okay, it cannot cure the HIV totally. So you see, antibiotics can cure some types, and antiviral cannot cure some types. Most of the STIs do not have any known cure. Okay, you see the more reason why you should protect yourself more. You see, the next question, STI is something to be ashamed of? No, there's nothing to be ashamed of about STI. Okay, there's nothing, absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. It has nothing to do with maybe cleanliness, or maybe you are dirty. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with personal hygiene or anything. Anybody can get this if you're just a bit careless. Okay, if you're a bit careless, you can get this. And is a responsible thing to get tested, from time to time. Is a very responsible thing to get tested. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, if you feel that you've had unprotected sex, or you've exposed yourself, okay, there's nothing to be ashamed of about it. Go get a test, okay? And early diagnosis is better. Okay, it's always catching the infection early is always better for the treatment. Okay, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. Are STI tests painful? No, not at all. They are not painful. Okay, the sample collection, they are just painless, I would say, because most of the times they could just ask for urine sample or vagina swab if you want to test for syphilis, and for HIV maybe just a drop of blood, finger prick, or maybe blood sample. They are not painful. I can assure you that. Okay, So another question is, can condom protect you against all STIs? Okay, this is kind of tricky. I know I've been telling you to have a safe sex or use your condom and all of that, but most of the times, condoms does not necessarily protect us from all of them. All of them, okay. Uh, what do I mean? Like someone that has syphilis and he has sore in some part of his of her genital area, or maybe of his genital area, okay, and he wears condom just on the dick. So condom covers the dick but doesn't cover the sores and all of that. When there is a direct contact with those sores, okay, there is a tendency for you to catch the STI. Okay, so you see, the condom mostly protects us from STIs that are transmitted through bodily fluid, and stuff like that. Okay, but when it comes to stuff like maybe herpes or syphilis, where the transmission is through direct contact, you can still get it even with the use of condom. All right, you see another reason why you should get tested. All right, get tested. Okay, before you start getting physically involved with that partner, even if you're using a condom, try and get tested. All right, be on the safer side. The next question is not a question actually. Some people are always scared, maybe while traveling and stuff like that. Maybe they think that if you use a public toilet, or maybe even though you can catch infections in a public toilets that are not well cleaned, or maybe they are dirty, right? But you cannot get STIs from there, right? For STIs to be transmitted, there has to be a direct contact of the mucous membrane, okay, either the mouth, genital area, and all of that. Direct contact of the mucous membrane with the sores, the secretion, or maybe the saliva and stuff like that. So, and this can only happen maybe during kissing, sex, oral sex, vaginal sex, anal sex, and all of that, right? So, you can't get STI from toilet seats. You won't, right? Another question is it true that only people with a lot of sexual partners get STIs? No, that's not true. That's a big misconception, okay? It is not true that those that have so many partners, or maybe those that it's not necessarily, not that it's not true, but it's not necessarily right, all right? Whether you sleep with just one person or the other person has slept with 100 people, you that slept with one person, if you sleep with an infected person, you will get STI. If you sleep with an infected person without protection or anything, you will get it, and maybe it's just your first time. And that one that has been sleeping around with so many men and she's using protection, practicing safe sex, being careful, right? She might end up not even getting it, not even having it, and you that have tried only once, you will get it. So it does not necessarily mean that the more partners you engage in sex with, the more possibility for you to get it, unless you're not using protection, of course, right? So that is a misconception, right? Whether you're having it with one person, you're having it with 10 people, you're having it with 100 people, right? As long as you don't use protection and the person is infected, you are getting infected, even if it's your first time, right? I'm running out of questions. Can you get HIV from tattoo or body piercing? Yeah, I've already said that. You can get that from even ordinary haircuts, or maybe getting a tattoo, or even ordinary piercing, if the instruments you use are not well sterilized. Okay, if you want to go and pierce yourself and you get there, just make sure you tell them to show you how to sterilize the equipment, the procedure, the follow, right? If you're not satisfied with it, go to the next place. Don't risk it. Don't risk getting infected, right? Because these things, they are not written on the face. People don't go about announcing what they have. So if the instruments are not well sterilized, don't risk it. right? That will be all. If you have more questions you would like me to answer, just let me know in the comment section. Okay, just ask me as many questions as you want. Interact with me. I will answer any question you have, right, about STIs. Is that okay? That will be all for today, right? I'll see you in my next video. If you've not given this video a thumbs up yet, please, 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 I'm begging you, give me a thumbs up, right? Support your girl. Share the video, share the link with your friends. Okay, someone on your contact list might need this. Okay, share the link, share the good news. Oh my god, don't mind me. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. All right, bye bye.